Shalom, everybody. Ariel Tzadok here from the KosherTorah School, found online. Where else? KosherTorah.com. 20th of November, lovely sunny morning here in Knoxville, Tennessee. But hey, I want to chat with you about something very important. A question let's ask in the beginning. Are people disposable? You know, we live in a very disposable society. If I have something of mine that breaks down, in the olden days when, old farts like me were young, there used to be like repair people, right? Remember, well, even to this day, if your air conditioning breaks down, you got an air conditioning repair person and the like. But today, if you have a device that breaks down, your computer breaks or telephone breaks, right? What do? We chuck it. We get a new one. This disposable mentality of replacement is not the best. I'm going to tell you why. With regards to easily replaceable devices, maybe it's convenient to do so. But we have actually transferred that mentality onto fellow human beings. We look at people today as being equally disposable as our items around us in our lives. And that's a real sick attitude if you ask me. In the Kabbalah, we talk about something called Tikun Midot and another thing, same thing really, called Tikkun Olam. You'll find that many of the certain elements in the Jewish community like to refer to their obligations of Torah as being something called Tikkun Olam. And they refer to Tikkun Olam as being the application of their personal interpretations of social and political agendas. We are definitely not here to get political, to talk about what other people do. So whatever they do, let them do. But that's not what Tikkun Olam is. If you really want to understand Tikkun Olam, which means the rectification of the world, it begins with something called Tikun Midot, rectification of character. Midot, those are what's referred to in Kabbalah as the Sefirot. And the Sefirot we refer to in Kabbalah is called the Sefirot of Zeir Anpin. Zeir Anpin is called the small face of God. It is a metaphorical expression of the experience of God, which has a Zohar origins and is very, very intricately developed in the Kitvei Ari and the later Kabbalah. What it means is this, and here's a big secret. Everything that we know about God, everything, is only this much, the smallest amount of the truth. What we see, what we experience is the God of Israel, the God of the Bible. Yud-Ke Vav-Ke is called the small face of God. It's not the ultimate truth. The ultimate truth is something we call Ein Sof. The Ein Sof is beyond any imagination that could possibly think, not only from humans, but from anywhere, anything else, period. All that we know is that we are created in the image of God, which is Yud-Ke Vav-Ke, which is Zeir Anpin. Right? This is a big deal, you should know. In Kabbalistic literature, the famous rabbi, the Ben Ish Chai, Rabbi Yosef Chaim Baghdad, was asked about this. It's recorded in his book, Od Yosef Chai. It's something called the Chut HaMishulash. We've done some classes on this, in which many of his students say, Rabbi, the God of Israel is Yud-Ke Vav-Ke, but the creator of the universe is this Ein Sof. How then do we pray Baruch Atah Adonai, meaning to Yud-Ke Vav-Ke, when there's something greater? And he goes, because you have to understand the secret of what we call Yichud, the unity. My printer's printing. Nothing's happened. Who knows? The unity. This is a big secret. It's discussed in Kabbalah. Because whatever subjective perspective we have, we always focus on the objective truth and reality. And that is what we must always remember. So when it comes to prayer and meditation, we focus on the ultimate reality. Now let's get back to what we were just talking about, Tikun Midot and Tikun Olam. Tikun Midot is repairing that ultimate reality within the subjective reality of our individual selves. Tikkun Olam, fixing the world, only begins when we fix ourselves. Read Avraham Abulafia, read the Arizal, even read the Rashash with all the intricate kavanot. It all revolves around rectifying these midot. We call them the Sefirot of Zeir Anpin, and Zeir Anpin is that reflection of our higher selves, that which we know and understand as God. So if you want to fix the world, you fix yourself. If you want to fix yourself, well, how do you do that? You don't have a disposable attitude towards other people. A while back, I had an encounter with some individuals who had some arguments, some fights with people close to me. And they said to me, how could you be involved with people of this nature? And I said, because that's what life is all about. In the words of the old song you might have heard, I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden. I know you don't want to hear me sing. Close your ears, right? And every sunny day there has to be some rain sometime. That's pretty much reality of life. People all have problems. I got problems. You got problems. And Tikun Olam and Tikun Midot is Tikun Midot, take care of your own problems. Tikkun Olam, help those who have problems. You want the Kabbalah, the function, the action of Kabbalah? Don't dispose of people. Fight with them for their own betterment. Today, we have this attitude, I'm not having those people in my life. Right? No, they're negative. They're this, they're that. Well, some people you can and should disconnect from if they're really hostile and toxic to you. Whereas at the same time, there's some relationships you just can't break. And it's those relationships that cannot be broken that you have to get tough. Mean and lean, what they call it today, tough love. And you have to focus and do what's necessary to bring Tikun Midot, rectify your own self, patience, stamina, determination, focus. Tikkun Olam, you work to make that other person in your life better. They might need mental counseling, mental health counseling. Maybe they need other types of intervention in their lives. Whatever, however, you work to make it happen. God put you in the place in this world where you are right now for you to work there, build there, grow there. I once heard one of the people on Facebook, one of the comments said that seeds grow where they're planted. Well, you're planted here, work here. Work to help people. Yes, if people are literally and sincerely a danger to you, yeah, obviously we have to do the great Havdalah, we have to separate. But don't use that as an excuse to separate from everybody. Don't use that as an excuse to dispose of people. I have students who are like extended family to me. They are the biggest pains in my neck, but they're like family to me. And as such, that bond, regardless, will always keep us together. And you sit, you fight, you get through things, and you make it work. That's called Yichud. Oh, just like we were talking about Zeir and Ein Sof and all the rest of this stuff. You want to talk Kabbalah, you want to talk deep mystical stuff, then don't you dare separate it from the real practical things of this world. Or else you have done what's called Perud, separation. And according to the Kabbalists, separation, Perud, is akin to idolatry. Yeah, you're messing around with other people, tearing them up and throwing them away. That's equivalent to idolatry. We don't do that. So I don't care what your religion is, what your background is, who and what you are. You try harder. You be successful. You take that light of yours and you shine it into that darkness and you tear that darkness apart. Help people. Save them. We all talk about wanting a Mashiach to come. You be the Mashiach to those people who need you. Think about that. That's Tikun Olam. Okay? Ariel Tzadok here from the KosherTorah School, wishing you blessings. Be a rectifier. Be a mitaken. See you soon. God bless. Shalom.